What's up? Sorry, one sec. 1 second. Sorry. I could just edit this out, but I think it's more my style to... Hang on. Okay, sorry, I'm back. It's your boy. This is week 7 of the WBE. We're going up against Game Boy Luke and the Bristol City Blazekins, I believe. Luke is such a great guy. He is such a nice, genuine... He's actually, like... He's so genuine. I got to hang out with him at Duncan's wedding, and I met some other people there as well who I also really liked. I met a lot of really great people at Duncan's wedding. Luke was one of them. And anyway, yeah, I genuinely really like Luke, and I feel like he and I have gotten closer since the wedding, and I feel like super lucky for that. So I'm really looking forward to this. We're in kind of a nice position because we're 6-0 going into the week. And that's like a really nice position to be in because it definitely takes some of the pressure off. Like if I lose here, it's not a super big deal. Of course, like I'm gonna be doing my best to win. I will say, and like if we win, then we win, so it's cool. But I will say that I was out of town for most of this week, and I was busy. What was I even doing last weekend? Does anyone remember? Was I at Nationals? No, that was 2 weekends ago. Where did I go? Oh yeah, I went to. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, I went out of town last weekend. I got confused because it's already Is it Friday? Holy cow, it's Friday. Oh my god, I thought it was Tuesday or Monday. Okay, that explains it. Anyway, I went out of town last weekend. Had a really great time, got to see some friends. But I was really busy while I was there, and I didn't have like a ton of free time. And I got back yesterday, and we're playing today. So basically, I didn't spend a ton of time prepping. For example, I brought Fortress this week. I don't know why I brought Fortress. There's no way Fortress has any chance to do anything in this game. Like, he's just gonna, like, because of the Pokemon that Luke has, like, there's literally nothing... I would be shocked if Fortress did anything this game, because he's just, like... So this is Luke's team. So Luke has Zygarde... I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. Zygarde... That's too much. Too much? Zygarde, Nihilego, Greninja, Rotom Heat. So Zygarde sets up in Fortress, Nihilego, Hidden Power Fire. Power Gem is a 2-hit KO, so I can't even switch in. Greninja special, Rotom nukes it. Scrafty, Fortress can't do anything to. Vanillix, he's probably not going to bring because I have T-Tar. Mega Steelix can have Fire Fang, can set... if he brings Mega Steelix, which I don't think he's going to bring, Fortress can do something. Necrozma gets Heat Wave. Whimsicott, probably freaking 2-hit KOs Fortress, let's be real. With Moonblast. Seismitoad special and sets its own Stealth Rocks, and Swallow gets Heat Wave. Anyway, this is his team: Zygarde, Nihilego, Greninja, Rotom Heat, Scrafty, Vanillix, Steelix, Necrozma with Whimsicott, Seismitoad, Swallow. I think he's probably going to bring some combination of Zygarde, Nihilego, Greninja, Rotom Heat, Scrafty, and then maybe one of these guys, like Swallow probably, but I also feel like he has room for both Seismitoad and Necrozma. Yeah. What was I going to say? So anyway, yeah, that's his team. So when I was looking at building, it was kind of tricky because Choice Band Zygarde and Setup Zygarde are both Pokemon that are really hard to stop, especially because Zygarde sometimes, like, it's pretty bulky, so it can run Substitute as well. And it can also, it's Dragon type, so in doubles, like in VGC, you obviously like don't have to worry about Dragon coverage because Dragon Claw is weak. Like in the MBL, like we never use Dragon coverage for the most part, but in singles they can run Outrage. So like even Araquanid, who would be a good check in VGC because Outrage is like a random target, isn't super good in singles. So Zygarde was something I was really worried about. Luke has a lot of ways of setting up hazards, like Nihilego, Zygarde, Greninja, and Necrozma and Seismitoad. They all put offensive pressure out, but they can also set a hazard up. So I feel like this is a game where he's going to get hazards up. So when I was thinking of building, I noticed that Amoonguss is like amazing here. I have Hidden Power Ice. We'll start with Amoonguss because Amoonguss is actually amazing. We have Hidden Power Ice for Zygarde, Stomping Tantrum for Nihilego, and then Giga Drain and Sludge Bomb for the rest of the team. Hidden Power Ice, Stomping Tantrum, Giga Drain. The EV spread's actually really cool. We've got some special attack. We're way more offensive than we have been in the past, but with the special attack investment and HP investment, we are 3-hit KO'd by Rotom Heat Overheat from max special attack. So the first one does 66%, then he goes to -2, and the second one is 33%, and then we have 1 HP left, at least 1 HP left. So we can kind of deal some damage to the Rotom, because this is his best defogger. So when I was looking at his team, his potential defoggers are Swallow, doesn't really like to use defog. Whimsicott, like, is okay, but I don't know if he'll bring Whimsicott to this match, because I have, like, T-Tar. Oh, well, I guess in singles they run Chlorophyll, but regardless, I think Rotom Heat is his primary defogger here. So yeah, being able to, like, at least Sludge Bomb Rotom, maybe get a poison for it, switch into it kind of safely. It's definitely my best Rotom to switch in, actually, which is kind of stupid, but yeah. Also, if he wants to go for burns, like, sure, I could go T-Tar, like, as a switch-in, but yeah, if he wants to burn me, then Amoonguss is obviously the best. So there's that. Yeah, Amoonguss Sludge Bomb, it actually does like a 30, like it does like a bit to Scrafty, which is nice, because getting chip on everything, especially Scrafty, is really nice. On this team, the only thing that really stops Tito from sweeping is the Scrafty. I mean, he's got Steelix as well, but I don't think he'll bring that. And he has potential other things, like a Scarfmon here or there, but yes, I think Scrafty is kind of the big thing I need to remove. So if I can do a little bit of chip to it, Scrafty doesn't have reliable recovery outside of like rest, so yeah, so there's that. So basically, Amoonguss is really good. It chips these 5. It beats Vanillix. It doesn't really beat Steelix, but it can. If it's special Necrozma, it takes that easily enough. I think it takes Specs Necrozma. Obviously, it beats Whimsicott, Seismitoad, and Swallow. It can like take Hurricane if it's special. So I really like Amoonguss here. Torrential was the next thing I wanted because, as I already mentioned, I don't really need to go super in depth. But basically, I noticed that if we can get rid of Scrafty, Crunch, Rock Slide, and Ice Punch do a ton of damage to this team. They OHKO everything except for Scrafty, Steelix, Whimsicott. Oh, sorry, Seismitoad. I meant to say Seismitoad, and maybe Necrozma, depending on how it's trained. So yeah, with that in mind, yes. Then if I can get rid of the Scrafty, I noticed T-Dark could just sweep, so I feel like that was a really good opportunity. It's also a good Pokemon to lead with because it pressures Nihilego, which I think he might lead with. It also is bulky, so it can like kind of handle Greninja. And then I've decided to bring Mew this week because I bring Mew most weeks, obviously, but I decided Mew would be kind of a good Zygarde check. With this bulk, it has a really good chance to not be 3-hit KO'd by Banned Zygarde, and we outspeed Adamant Zygarde. So this set is cool because it's kind of my Zygarde check because it can switch in. And the good thing about Mew switching in is that it kind of baits in Scrafty, and as I mentioned, I need to get rid of Scrafty. So with Munium Z, we can't be knocked off, and we're really bulky, and we have Will-O-Wisp. So we can kind of safely go for a Will-O-Wisp in front of the Zygarde or a Roost back up to full health. If it's banned, and if it's not banned, we still have like damage output with Psychium Z and Psychic, so we can at least threaten damage. I originally was thinking Ice Beam, but in the end I decided I could probably do the same thing with like Psychium Z and Psychic in Psychic Terrain, and we also have Super Fang as an option as well. So Super Fang is just kind of nice because it chips, like it takes half of a lot, like everything that it hits. So it's kind of nice as just a prediction tool, especially for Scrafty, like burning it and taking half its health, especially if it wants to be my T-Tar switch in. Between Sand and Burn, it's going to take a lot of damage, so that was kind of the idea there. It's also nice to hit like Necrozma for half, which is a bulky mon that my team can't really get rid of. Seismitoad for half is nice. Nothing wants to switch into Super Fang at full, so yeah, that's that. Roost is there for recovery. Yeah, this is definitely my Zygarde answer this week. Those 3 I felt sure on, and then the next 3, I decided I didn't need Wiggly's Huff or Frostlass this week. Entei I decided I didn't need because like it kind of loses to Zygarde, Nihilego, Greninja, and Rotom Heat, and it's not even amazing versus Scrafty. It's good versus Necrozma and Whimsicott, but it's not. It's like really, I don't know. Swallow and Seismitoad are also bad for it, so that's why I didn't bring. Entei. And then for the last one, I was like, okay, I think I probably want 3 of these 4, Tornadus, Arachnid, Fortress, and Stoutland. I think I could have brought Pilus one as well. I kind of wish that I didn't bring Fortress because I kind of think anything would have been better than it. But in the end, I was a little worried about Hazard, so I kind of brought Fortress just as like just because in the worst case, Fortress can always live 1 attack, so if I need to. Although, like, obviously if he has Hazard up, then he won't be living an attack, guaranteed. But this should be able to take anything on his team, and in the worst case, I can trade Fortress for Rapid Spin. It's not good. I wish I hadn't brought Fortress. I wish I didn't bring Fortress in hindsight, or like in foresight. The team's already built, I'm not changing it, so I wish I wasn't bringing Fortress, but I am, so yeah. If we can get Stealth Rocks up, his team doesn't super appreciate it. Again, it'd be nice to ship the Rotom Heat, which is his best defogger. I think whenever I go Fortress, he'll go Rotom Heat, so yeah. Also, like, Chip Swallow. It's nice to just get chipped down in general. Like, break Sash on the Greninja and Nihilego. I don't know if they run those. I don't think Greninja would, but you never know. So there's that. We talked about this. Araquanid's nice here because if you look at his team, nothing really wants to take a Liquidation. Like, Liquidation chunks Rotom, Zygarde, Nihilego, Leech Life, OHKO's Greninja. Liquidation chunks Scrafty. Liquidation is just such a strong move. It chunks Vanillix, it chunks Steelix, it chunks Necrozma, Whimsicott, yeah, whatever, and it OHKO's Swallow. So basically, all he has is Seismitoad. And so if I can like get rid of the Seismitoad, if he doesn't bring Seismitoad, or if I just position Araquanid like well, then I can really do a lot of like really big threat in his team. With Liquidation, I also think Sticky Web is nice here, just because because if he sets up hazards, like I said, like I have Fortress to remove them, and I have Tornadus as well, who we'll get to in a second, but neither are really ideal. So I kind of, if I can, like, since he doesn't have a Rapid Spinner, if I can force him to defog or waste turns defogging by getting Sticky Webs up, I'm definitely not complaining. Sticky Webs is also nice because it will stop Scarf Zygarde, it will stop Boosted Zygarde, and it will mean Mew can outspeed Nihilego and Greninja, as can Tyranitar, which is really nice. So yeah, it's also nice, like, I don't really know Seismitoad's speed, but like in case some of my slower mods could outspeed it, depending on how he's trained. Same with Scrafty. Araquanid can definitely outspeed most, like, non-speedy Scrafty after Liquidation. After Sticky Web, sorry. So that's Liquidation, Sticky Web. Leech Life is, I kind of want a Toxic, but I thought it was nice just to Oko Greninja. And Magic Code is there just because if he goes Seismitoad, it'll probably have some kind of status move. So I really want to keep rocks off my side of the field if I can. So if I can, if I can reflect the rocks back on his side, they don't need to stay up. I just need him to feel like he has to defog them away. So same with Toxic. I think he might have Toxic on his Seismitoad because it's a switch into Araquanid. I'd be willing to bet that if he has an Araquanid switch in, it's going to be that Seismitoad. And Seismitoad can't. It can like knock off Araquanid, which is a little bit annoying, but it can't really do anything else outside of like Toxic. So because Araquanid resists both its stabs, so there's that. I think that's all I have to say about Araquanid. I could have probably done a better EV spread, but like honestly, this lives Life Orb Nihilego Power Gem, so I didn't feel like I really needed to. I wanted to fit Mirror Coat initially on this because of like Nihilego and like Greninja and Rotom Heat, but in the end, I didn't really feel like I had room, and I'm glad I picked Magic Coat. Because, yeah, I think it's nice just to have the option and to, like, deter him from using certain status moves. And the last one is Bird Up. This is one of the first times, this is the only time I think I've ever brought, maybe not the only time ever, but this is one of the few times I've brought Choice Scarf Tornadus T. It has Taunt. Oh, Chimpact hates this nickname. Sorry, Chimpact. Yeah, so we're not bringing Taunt this week. I could have brought, like, Sash Taunt for the Nihilego, but I just didn't feel good about that. I kind of wanted a mon that could. I was originally thinking Choice Scarf Mew actually, but in the end I decided Choice Scarf Tornadus was better because like Mew can serve as a physical wall, whereas Tornadus can't. So this is nice because Hidden Power Ice is like 70% to some Zygarde, depending on how it's trained. It's nice because it outspeeds Greninja and can U-turn. It outspeeds Swallow as well, and this set is EV to take. It can take Spec, Swallow, Boom Burst, and it can take Burned Facade from Swallow. So. Yeah, so it really threatens out. It's nice because it's a Swallow switch in because like if he wants to U-turn, like I can't repeatedly switch Tyranitar in, especially considering I want to clean with Tyranitar. So this kind of gives me a one-time switch in with Tornadus to bring him in on the Swallow and spook it out, which is good. I could have run Grass Knot for Seismitoad. I don't think I'm going to get in that situation very often. Air Slash hits Whimsicott. It can do a little bit to Necrozma. Yeah, what's my last move? Hidden Power Ice for Zygarde. Yeah, Air Slash hits Scrafty. Can't do anything to Rotom Heat, but yeah, we can hit Greninja. We can at least like U-turn versus Nihilego, and we can Hidden Power Ice the Zygarde. So, my throat hurts from talking, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up. The speed here is to outspeed Adamant Zygarde after Dragon Dance, or if it's Scarf. And yeah, that's the team. So hope you guys enjoyed. Luke is a great player and a really nice guy, so go check out his channel. Battle goes up tomorrow. I don't know what time yet. We'll figure that out later, but. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.